Hello, welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Fernando Castillo. I am responsible for the SAP Partner Network at AWS as well as the SAP Alliance. And today I'm going to talk to you about looking beyond infrastructure to drive your SAP business. Really a fascinating topic that we want to share with you today. And this is more like an evolution of where we are today. So let's start there. So if you're aware, right, we have over 5,000 customers that have trusted AWS to run their SAP solutions. This is a fascinating number, and this has been a journey for the past 5+ years that we have been working very close with these customers to earn their trust and make sure that we have the best platform to support. And you can see in this slide that there are customers from all industries, all different parts of the world. And also, interestingly enough, you have customers that have the latest SAP solutions like S4HANA, or customers that still have ECC running on any database on AWS. So you have this is a very broad set of customers and multiple industries as well, right? So you see the likes of Lamborghini, Engie, Uniqlo, Fast Retail, HP, BP, of course, and the names can continue and grow and grow and grow. So very, very proud and humble of the partners, the customers have trusted AWS, which is a good foundation to have this conversation, because we're going to be talking about how we're going to help your business to grow more. So today, and based on latest research, we have that customers, number one, are trying to deploy their SAP solutions where they're deploying their SAP solutions. They're also looking to have PaaS solutions, platform solutions in the same place. They're not looking to go and deploy SAP in one place and leverage PaaS solutions or platform solutions in someplace else. So that's one interesting data point. The second data point that is also interesting is that 81% of SAP customers haven't started their S4HANA journey. And that's interesting because, as I mentioned before, the SAP customers that we have in the platform are delivering, some of them S4HANA, others are delivering ACC. So regardless of what the journey is, our commitment to customers is to provide the best platform to support their SAP business. So that sets a good foundation as you think about where to help customers and what platform to use. As we talk more about the partner business, right, and our current partner business, today we have over 1,200 partners involved in SAP and AWS opportunities. That's a very, very big number of partners across the world that are working with. From that, a couple of interesting data points as well is that 91% of all the opportunities we have, and we have been, helping customers use the AWS platform, 91% of all those have a partner involved. A partner is a key part of our winning strategy. When partners win, we win. So we're really committed to that, to the partner motion. Not only that, 64% of all the opportunities are passed from AWS back to partners. So another interesting data point, right? So AWS, as we have our field organization, our specialist sales teams, they're passing opportunities to partners. And I'm introducing here a concept that I hope they're familiar with, is SAP Competency. We have an SAP Competency program. And the SAP Competency partners receive 3x the number of opportunities from AWS back to them. So, a super important program, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, which basically validates the expertise of the partners in terms of their expertise of running SAP solutions to AWS, expertise of migrating SAP solutions to AWS, and goes through a different set of assessments, including customers sharing what they have done and having public references. And having people, of course, inside the organization that have trained and as AWS experts. From that set of partners, right, we have 61 that are fitting that category. Those partners operate on a worldwide basis. They have gone through this due process. So, and this number has been growing and expanding very largely. And in this past year, we have seen a spike of SAP Competency partners as more customers are coming to AWS and asking what are the right partners, who to engage. This program sets a stamp of trust for these partners because we validate them very diligently in their expertise. So that's one set of partners. And then we launched a new program called the Map for SAP program, and we're going to talk a little more about that in the further slides. the Map for SAP program, the first condition to be able to access the Map for SAP program is to be an SAP Competency Partner. So from those 61, today we have 25 that are part of the program, and basically they have access to special fundings. They have access to dedicated resources to help them grow their business. All this is about growing the partner businesses. But while the partner or the partner network is important, right, as a way to connect and serve more customers, the foundation is also that we have been working and partnering very close with SAP for a number of years. We have started a relationship with SAP in 2008, and in 2008 SAP started to use AWS for internal workloads, and through time that relationship has and partnership has grown exponentially, as you can see in this slide, right? In the initial days where we did learn a lot together, we were groundbreaking in multiple areas, right? We're certified to run SAP solutions on NEV first, and maybe start with the small solutions, and then we have been evolving to the point where we launched the first cloud native, HANA high memory instance back in 2016, and through that time we have been working very close to work together in more certifications of instances. But we went beyond that. We went and SAP saw us as a platform to innovate, and where they are using us today to support multiple solutions that they provide to customers. One example of those is the SAP Cloud Platform, where across the world delivers 10 regions from AWS, and they have 13 total with other hyperscalers. In total, there are 13 with all the hyperscalers. From those 13, 10 are delivering AWS today. So super important. We're humble, and it's part of our DNA to support SAP as a customer as well, right? They're a customer, a very good customer and a partner. So we support those motions. SAP continue to innovate and leverage us for Concur, for SAP Cloud, HANA Cloud, SAP Cloud Analytics. So more and more we see this partnership evolving and really close collaboration, right? And real collaboration in terms of things we do together, things where we help SAP to leverage the best of our technology. So we have a continuous, they have also a certified number of our solutions that we have on the platform that we're going to talk later in the slide. This is a testament of a number of people working together, and both on the SAP side as well as on the AWS side, and years of experience put in. And as we reflect about this, it's also responding to partners and customer needs, right? We work backward from customers and partners, and this evolution is a result of what customers and partners have been asking us to do. So we also are seeing more and more, right? The platform where it started, as you saw in the previous slide, as infrastructure as a service, has been evolving and now is becoming a platform for innovation. What does that mean? It means that, of course, we have the core foundation, the regions, the storage, the compute, and then we also have the SAP solutions that run on top of that, plus on multiple with different operations and managed services and partner offerings. On top of that, what we're seeing happening more and more is we have beyond infrastructure offerings. What does that mean? That means that companies, customers, and then therefore partners are supporting that strategy are looking for offerings that connect with SAP solutions, that expand the SAP offering, and that leverage cloud-native services like AWS. So we also have that for beyond business and beyond technologies. So we have that supported by partner offerings. So in net, we are innovating at the foundational infrastructure layer, but also innovating at the platform layer, right? So you see this whole stack growing, and a lot of partners and a lot of customers adopting that to create solutions for their customers. And in the next section, we're going to talk a little bit about some examples of partners that have done and taken this path. So partners are doing and are building solutions on AWS and to extend the SAP portfolio. So with that, let me start with one of them. So Accenture launched the AWS Data Accelerator. What does that mean? That means that allows customers that are running SAP solutions to leverage AWS data lakes and make the connectors to make sure that data arrives to a data lake. A very interesting offering for customers that are trying to take advantage of AWS services around data lakes and all the different applications they can put on top of that. So that's one example. We have other examples with Capgemini. Capgemini is building a number of solutions right now on the platform that include industry-specific for retail, manufacturing, life science to start. So they're leveraging AWS to put those solutions, and those solutions will connect with SAP systems. We also have Deloitte. Deloitte has launched Deloitte Kinetic Finance. So what this means is they're helping customers to accelerate the adoption of S4 finance, and with that they're putting automation around central finance. So very interesting offerings to accelerate those cycles for customers that are taking that path. We also have I elaborate on the global system integrators, but we also have companies like Linky, a company that focuses, of course, in number of migrations, but are also doing interesting innovations to take SAP SAP documents and move it directly to AWS. So we're starting to see a number of innovations from these partners across the whole spectrum. Another one interesting is Pillar. Pillar has been doing fantastic, trying to create solutions and expand solutions to the mobile devices. So more and more we're seeing these different solutions from multiple partners evolving into this innovation layer, which is the next frontier, which is what customers are looking. Customers are not only looking at AWS to be the platform for they run and they trust to run their SAP mission critical solutions, but also asking us over and over, what's next? What else can I be doing? And the innovation layer, of course, working very close with our partner network to provide those services and those solutions to customers. Syntax is another example. Syntax is a company that has a lot of expertise in the manufacturing space. They have their industrial IoT, and they combine that industrial IoT running on AWS and natively connects to SAP core systems. So again, more evidence of these solutions evolving. So how do we support partners? How do we support SAP partners from an AWS perspective? There are multiple things that how we support them. So let me start with a few. The first thing is, as I mentioned before, is the SAP Competency. The SAP Competency is a program that has been here for more time than I've been. I think it started in 2012, 2013. And basically it provides, the ability and visibility to customers that this set of partners have invested and have arrived to this level of expertise, right? Which is what customers are looking to. They're looking for levels of expertise that they can trust these different partners. We also are providing go-to-market and marketing support. So number one priority of my team is to really work with SAP Competency partners because they invested in us to make sure they're successful and they receive the right support from marketing standpoint, sales alignment, enablement, and go-to-market, because at the end of the day, it's about helping them grow their businesses. Finally, we also have support in access to additional programs, discounts, and financial incentives, so they can continue to win in the marketplace and they continue to grow their businesses. So across the board, really important for us to support partners that have done their investments in the SAP Competency program. We have for these partners and for any other partner, we have a framework. It's called the Migration Acceleration Program for SAP. So basically in this framework, what we do is we divide the different phases the customer journey. And with that customer journey, we have a first phase where a customer will say, hey, I heard about SAP and AWS. I would like to understand a little more. What's my ROI? What's my total investment? So for that, we have an assess phase. When we support that, those partners doing that with investments about the time they invest in helping customers do that assessment, that understanding. Then a second phase, we call it mobilize. And the mobilize is a phase where the customer will say, okay, these numbers on paper look interesting, but before I jump and do a full migration, I would like to understand a little more. So in that phase, you can see things like proof of concepts and really start validating with your own data, with the customer's own data. So for that phase, we provide AWS credits to offset the investments of the customer and allow the partner to really dive deep into those scenarios and demonstrate the value that they bring to those customers. Our third phase is more about the migration itself, right? So the migration itself is when the customer said, hey, I'm committed. I really want to take my SAP landscape to AWS. For that, we support the partners, and we support the partners in a way that we can invest in the migrations, or we can support the partner if their customer says, hey, I prefer to have offset the platform credit, the platform cost. So multiple ways that we're supporting the customer journey through our partners through these three steps that we have seen consistently. This program has been widely adopted in 2020, and will continue to have it in 2021. So definitely invite you to explore more about that. And you have there a quote from one of our key partners about the value that this brought to them into customer pursuit. The other portion that is also important to see is that the SAP Partner Team has a dedicated team. My org is dedicated to your success, as I mentioned before. So we are looking to accelerate the growth for partners that are not SAP Competency. We want to bring you on board. We want to make sure that you are enabled, that you are part of taking advantage of all these programs and offerings and incentives. So definitely committed to do that. We're definitely looking to have a jointly execute map for SAP engagements. We have a dedicated team that is looking to support those motions and connect you with the right teams to execute those in the field. We're your advocates. This team has the specific KPIs to showcase results and value that you guys are doing for customers. So by all means, we are the biggest advocate of the partner network. Every partner win is our own win, and we celebrate that, and we expose that across the field teams, across internal teams. So definitely important that we have your back on that one. Finally, we drive joint go-to-market and marketing motions. As I mentioned before, we have a really dedicated team of SAP experts across the world that are here to help drive those joint go-to-market and help you unlock those opportunities. And of course, we also have marketing programs that will help you create awareness, create campaigns, and dedicated resources to help you SAP Competency Partners and for others, assets that can help you get to that level. So as we can see, there are multiple areas where we are committed to support you in your journeys. We also have been a little more structured lately. So we have a system that helps us track and collaborate, right? So we have a system where we're going to share with you opportunities that we find in the market, where our field team say, hey, I need a partner that has this level of expertise, or I need a partner operating in this particular country. So they use a tool called ACE. You should be familiar with this, where they pass those opportunities and those referrals to you. And those are the ones that we originate as AWS. On the other side, also, partners are encouraged to provide their own leads and share those through the same tool. So we map you to the right account team, and therefore collaboration can exist and they can help you close, right? We're here to help you close. We're not here to compete. We're here to accelerate your sales cycles. And by using this tool, you can definitely count on us to have visibility and help you drive and provide all the additional support you need. And there's a link there where you can access it if you're not familiar, connect with your PDM to help you be familiar with it. We also have tools from AWS perspective to help you in your journey. We understand that sometimes there's a lot of investments that were needed to do to get deployments or learnings to be done. We're trying to simplify that. So a couple of tools that we have launched recently is Launch Wizard. What is Launch Wizard? Launch Wizard simplifies your deployment of S/4HANA systems. It's an automated tool that helps you define and say what you want and where you need it, and will create all the environments for you to launch S/4HANA with all the different characteristics. Really easy to use and simplifies that process. The other portion that we hear customers asking a lot is, how can I leverage AWS for backups? So we did a number of research on this topic, and we finally got a new service called AWS Backend Agent, which basically backs your SAP data directly to AWS. The interesting thing is that you can leverage this without any cost. These services doesn't cost you anything. So there's IP that our teams, based on all this experience working with customers, have created that is out there for you to use it without any cost, right? You just use whatever you use from the services, from the storage, compute, but the agent itself, the backend or Launch Wizard, you don't have to pay for that. We also have a tool for helping migrations. Cloud Endure is helping migrate SAP landscapes to AWS. So that's another tool that is out there for you to take advantage of it. But that's on the AWS side alone, right? These are the tools that our services teams are doing. We also have also partnered with Cloud Comrade and Lemongrass, two partners from us, to provide partner-led operations with AWS managed services. So with this, MES provides environments and are helping, meet compliance programs, and we have been working with these two partners that are going to first start with this program, this service, both of them SAP Competency partners. So super interested in this new service. If you're interested in knowing more about this, or you're interested in being part of this, please reach out to your PDM. We're welcome to have you to have those discussions with you. So as you can see, right, your PDM is your primary point of contact for you. Work close with them. They are equipped with the right tools, and they can reach out to the right experts on the SAP side of the house to drive those engagements and help you in your journey as you move forward towards doing and growing your SAP and AWS business. If you're interested in exploring right now something, you can go to API Navigate. It's a self-service tool that helps you understand more and gain visibility more about your business. So definitely a first step to go there to start learning today. There are multiple sessions happening at re:Invent, right? This is one of those. I'll encourage you to take advantage of those sessions. Definitely see what customers are doing. There's a number of customer presentations from Zalando to BW. So please go, Neiman Corporation, take a look at those, register for those, and go on demand on those. Definitely also a key session, why SAP customers are taking advantage or learning AWS. A very good session for you to learn more about what the decision-making process of different customers around the world on that. So with that said, I just want to thank you for your time. Thank you for spending time with us today. Super excited about the future. So my team is very excited to help you grow your business and increase the number of customers that you're supporting. Thank you.